What up, guys? This is your boy Tig from Project Open Mic. You know how it is. Hey, we're back here once again to learn about some stuff. Society is weird. Anyway, remember again, I always talk in general terms. Yes, not all women do this, not all men do this, not all blacks or whites, whatever. It's always general terms. So we're doing it. Let's be smart thinkers. Let's do it the right way. But I'm back here with another video right here. Again, grandma was correct. Remember, beauty skin deep, ugly to the bone. That's one of the things my grandma told me when I was young. And I got one for you again. This person I want to show you, attractive. But see how that thinking works. Like the one I did before. You saw a video I did, it was a long video. That thinking is what brings you, ladies, I'm trying to tell you. You can look good, but the attitude and your thinking, those two things is what brings you down in a lot of guys that will be beneficial to you. Not the jerks, not the a-holes, not the one who just use it for your body, right? The guys who you build something with, have a family, have wealth, have everything with. So with that said, I want to bring in this. Let's just take a listen to this young lady. How she talks about certain stuff. So let's put it here and whew. Now let's go through this.
I think, of course, I think there's always going to be someone better than the person you're with, but can that person come and take you from your man? That's not always the case. So I can give you an example of when I was in a relationship. I had a huge crush on this guy that I've known for a very long time, longer than I knew the guy I was in a relationship with. And whenever I would see him, which wouldn't be that often, I'd probably see him like once a year. But we'd be like very flirty with each other, only because.
Wait, I got a question. If you barely see him once a year and you know him, okay, you could know him, but you see each one a year, but you have a guy who's there constantly, you know what? Let's keep going.
We haven't seen each other in a while, and he had no idea about my relationship, and I never.
Wow, red flag. That's kind of messed up. He should have known about the relationship. He should have. Wow. The games people play.
Disclosed with him that I was in a relationship. I just knew that me and him were never gonna go anywhere, and I never see him often anyway.
So still tell him, hey, I'm in a relationship. Kind of weird to be like, well, Jessica, wow, that's not her name. But you got married. I didn't know that. That's see how that game played.
But it was always my intention that if I ever stopped messing with my boyfriend, that I'd always talk to him.
Oh, okay. Guys, there you go. That's dick in glass. Something goes wrong, dick in glass. All right. He treated me bad. Remember, again, Chris Rock. Sadly, a lot of Chris Rock's older stuff is sort of pertinent, but a lot of his newer stuff, I mean, he still takes it, but you know, he disregards some of the stuff when he was younger. He said, well, I was young. I'm like, no, Chris, you was correct. Dick in glass was correct. And it's like, he doesn't like me. He doesn't love me. He's just an a-hole. Yeah, that's what women. Oh, wow. Wow, ma'am. Wow.
But even though at one point I did give him my number, okay, I knew that the text messages would only be just that, just text messages. I knew I would not.
I always like how they think that. I gotta pause that for a second because I gotta bring this up to you guys. I really do. I just talked to a young lady. And she brought up, I told her, I said, if a man meets a woman, right? I was just being honest with her. If a man meets a woman and they're starting to date, right? They're starting to date and they never had sex or nothing. And you don't see, and females, listen to me, and you don't feel comfortable, which is cool, you shouldn't. you got to be comfortable with that person. I understand that. Women, that's fair thing about men think about sex all the time. Women think about sex just as much as men. Until the kids part, of course, but they do. But they got a problem because they get pregnant and all that other stuff. All right, so the myth that myth is just, I've seen it too much because again, from I don't know what SNC as well, also from guys I've seen how their situation work. But anyway, if a guy is going to take you on a trip out of the country or out of the state, depending on how your level of relationship is or your income is, he's expecting to have sex. Okay? And my thing is, just to get that not out there, women, I'm telling you this right now, pay your way. That if he tries that, he won't be like, oh, and most guys, like a person like, because she was like, well, would you do that? I'm like, because she was like, oh, we have to talk about it and everything. I said, you could talk about it all you want. That's what a guy would think. 9 out of 10, that's what a guy would think. If I take you to this thing and we're going on this Caribbean trip and everything, yeah, you're going to give up some of the meow meow. If you pay your way, then I have no expectations for you to do that. I've said it to women, multiple women, not one, like I told her, not one, not 3, not 5, not 10, not 20, not even 20. I've said it to other women, they were like, yeah, you were right. Some found out the guy was just in for them for the sex and they separate, good. Some of them could have had a better conversation with the guy. It worked out good, but my point is, she was like, that should not happen. We talked about it. You're thinking like a female. I'm telling you what the guy thinks. And she's just knocking it out every time. Like, stop thinking like that. That's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If you don't want that problem, why is it so hard for you just to pay your way? That's what I would have done if I was a female. Pay my way. We ain't ready for it. They would have paid my way. But no, that's so hard. Anyway, I just wanted to state that because of how she just said. I gave him my number. I didn't think I would go to. He thinks that he thinks that you're not in a relationship. He's thinking maybe I might get a little touch about it. I'm like, what the? Thinking, man. I'm thinking. Let's get back to it.
I would never link him. I knew I would never let him fuck or we'd go on dates or anything like that because I'm in a relationship. And if you're happy in that relationship, no one.
You should have told him that you were in a relationship. Nobody should. You're right what you're gonna say, but you should have told him you were in a relationship. Because he don't know. Majority of men, if he knows he's in a relationship, people respect you unless he was a piece of crap guy. And there are guys like that.
And can't come in there and mess it up. Now, in another instance, when you're not happy, I think that you're gonna find any reason for someone else to come in the picture and take you from the unhappy relationship that you're in.
That is true. That's on guys and females. That's on both sides. In that regard. But here's the thing. Women could find guys easier than men could find women. Just stating that unless he's super rich. That's the only way. But that's just the reality of things. But let's digress more.
So another example, I was with the same guy and we were going through a bit of a rough patch. We were basically in the decline of our relationship.
Okay.
And at the same time, I met this one guy and he kind of kept appearing in my life. I would see him at events.
He kept appearing in your life. Wow, that's the word. The phrase these women use is so amazing to me. He kept appearing. So if you go downstairs and open up the fridge, he'll appear in your fridge. Kept appearing in my life. Did you tell her that you were in a relationship like the last one? Maybe if you told him I'm in a relationship, he wouldn't keep appearing in your life.
We kind of ended up working in the same company.
Okay.
So we were around each other a lot of the time. And he took me on dates.
Whoa. He took you on dates? He should never take you on dates. You're in a relationship. Wow.
But it was very casual. He would just be like, let's go out here, like, let's do this or whatever. And
hey, he said casual. You say dates. That should not happen at all. Or your man should know that, hey, this is a business thing. We're doing stuff like that. Because I have female artists for Tita Records. And if I'm dating somebody, I'm like, hey, female's gonna call up here and start and sing in my studio and stuff like that. I do have that. They come and record music with me. I would let the person I'm dating knows that. Again, it's in my house, but you know, I'll know that. Or if I gotta do, hey, I gotta meet her at this place, I would gladly tell him. But this, yeah, let's go.
And you know, obviously those are dates, and I still willingly went out with him all those times, not really giving a fuck that I had a boyfriend, because he was such a great energy. I loved being around him.
That again, that around talk. Energy. He has that great energy, that great vibes and all stuff. Why don't you pour that same energy into your relationship with the guy? Wow.
Like, I loved how like happy I was around him, and my boyfriend at the time was just blah. And our
of course, it always works out that way. My boyfriend at the time was just blah. But he was your boyfriend for a reason. Did you have a communication with your boyfriend to say, hey, I'm not happy with this. Hey, let's do this, and this. Did you communicate with him? Maybe if you communicated with him, it will be better. But you see, you want, this guy is new, exciting. He has the energy and exciting. So if you jump to him, and then when he becomes blah, what'll happen? Are you gonna have the same problem? You're gonna have the same communication? Jeez. And women always like, we guys need to communicate more. We don't read minds. Please tell us. Don't give me no damn, you should have signals. No, talk to us. What do you want? You should know, I'm not a mind reader. I am not Cleo. Miss Cleo, but she was fake. But anyway, I am not Miss Cleo. Call me now, girl. I tell you to read it. No. Tell me what the problem is. Don't give hints. Talk. You talk all the time.
Relationship was just sucky. So, I mean, at one point I did realize what I was doing was wrong.
You think?
So I kind of had to end that relationship, that friendship that I had with him, to respect my relationship, because I was disrespectful to my relationship for all that time that I was hanging out with him. But I mean, that was just me. I feel like for anyone, they could have let that situation escalate. They could have.
Yes.
I already went on dates, but someone could have let it go as far as to sleep with that person.
Yes. Yes. And also, y'all need to stop again. To me, you're an attractive woman, except for the daggone eyelashes. Wow, that thing is just, it looks so clownish to me when y'all do that. Ugh. Anyway, you guys saw it. Now I respect that, you know, whatever, you didn't take with that fault. You're correct, ma'am, but you could have. You didn't. I didn't see a ring on your hand. I don't know if you're married or not now, but whatever. But guys, just hey, she tells you what she sees and what it is. You have that energy, and it'll suck you part of the relationship. They're gonna be ups and downs. They're always gonna be. Ain't gonna be blah. Yeah, you've been around the person all the time. It's gonna get monotonous. That's what it is. But jeez, man, I can't reinvent the wheel if you keep on saying the wheel ain't round. Okay, sorry. You can't tell. I mean, that the wheel ain't good for what it's supposed to do. It just, the wheel is doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm not gonna reinvent it. But you get to see from that point of view, guys. There, I'm happy that she told the truth in that regard. But look, communication is key. You need to have communication. That's true on both sides. You need to have communication. Nobody could read anybody's mind. Stop the whole guessing stuff. Give us what we need. Talk to us. Okay. I think that's a lot of the problems with a lot of relationship. When I came out of my ex-fiance, like when me and her, she was like, oh, you didn't. When she says stuff to me and she was correct, she's like, you ain't got nothing to say. I said, what you just said is correct. Why would I argue about it? You gave me a logical reason. I have nothing to argue except to say I'm gonna do better, which I did. I'm just saying in that regard. But she was like, want to go further, and I'm like, no. You said it was correct. Let's leave it at that. Let's communicate other part. Okay, so how are we gonna go from here to here to here? And most relationship, a lot of people don't do that, which sucks. So anyway, anyway, guys, just tell me what you think about it. But that's crazy to see how that lady thinks, you know, and you get a glimpse of it. But remember, hey, always wrap it up. Never trust nothing. Wrap it up, guys, all the time. Just wrap it up. Same thing for the ladies as well, too. Being on birth control. Why would I trust just a guy having a condom? Condom can break. Why would I do that? But hey, wrap it up. Be careful. Remember, people are stupid individuals. Smart. Be that smart individual. This is your boy, Take a Project World for another Street No Chasers. Peace.